Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Back Nine Podcast. I am your host, Kyle Mahorowski, and today is Tuesday, October 9th. We've been off for a week. Little personal news. Last Monday, my wife and I welcomed our firstborn, our daughter Harper, to the world, so that is why I took last week off of recording. I know I promised this week we would be doing drivers with a guest. That is pushed back to next week. I'm sorry, but we do have some fun stuff for today's show. Today's show, I will be discussing putters. And what I wanted to do was answer a question from the equipment form on golfworks.com. So we're going to do that. And then, we're going to just, talk some golf. Just got back from playing around at Yorba Linda Country Club, the club I belong to, a couple streets over. So every time I could sneak in around, especially with a newborn, I try to. It's really convenient. Get to get out there with my father-in-law, my brothers-in-laws, and it's a fun time. So let's get right into it. Let's get into the question I have on the GolfWorks equipment form for those wanting to... Oh, nope. Before we get to the GolfWorks equipment form, let me talk to you about the hat that I'm wearing. I am wearing a hat from No Laying Up. They are a golf lifestyle brand, but they make phenomenal YouTube content. Like some of the best content I've ever seen related to golf on YouTube. They have great podcasts every week with top stars, Dustin Johnson, Tiger Woods, Max Homa, tons of stars. So check out their podcast. It's the No Laying Up podcast. And they have a great show that they do. Excuse me. They have a great show that they do on YouTube. It's called Tourist Sauce, where they document and film their travels. So they did one. They're currently on season 4, and it's in Ireland. Season 3 was in California. Great courses in California. Awesome. Such a great production. And they team up with Callaway Golf. So they got some Callaway guys out there using Callaway clubs and actually using a putter that I have that's sitting right next to me. So go check out No Laying Up. No free ads. So support them. Don't support them. I love them. I love the guys over there. No Laying Up. So let's see. For our GolfWorks form question that we're going to address, it's forgiving fairway wood on a budget. Hey guys, I'm in the market. This is from All Fat, 161 posts, a member on the GolfWorks forum. Hey guys, I'm in the market for a fairway wood this off season, as I have a large gap in my bag that I need to fill. Right now I have a driver that I hit 240, 260 yards. Then I jumped to my hybrid that I hit 200. My problem is that I can't get consistency I want with my driver. I want a forgiving 3-wood that I could use to fill that gap. I would like to use it mainly off the tee as a driver alternative if I'm having a day off with my driver, as well as able to reach some longer distances from the fairway. Really though, it would probably be used almost exclusively from the tee. That's pretty important when discussing fairway woods. I am on a pretty tight budget, and I would like not to spend more than $50 if possible, but I'd like to get a good club that I could keep in my bag for a while. Please offer up some suggestions. I have no issue with used clubs, as most of my clubs that I have purchased have been used. Thank you for your time. Oh man, first comment. Great comment. Adams Super S are really cheap. I have used an Adams Super S 3-wood and I loved it. I got it off eBay for about $32. 3-wood, fantastic. Was great off the tee, wasn't really great in the fairway. So for All Fat, that this is what he's looking for, that may be a great club. That was from Boogeyman, posted October 22nd, 2014. Old form. Someone must have just addressed it. But I love that Adam Super S. What a great comment. A lot of people are telling him to look at Global Golf. Great site to get some used clubs. I'm a big Roger Dunn guy. Golf Galaxy, a little pricey, but Ping Original Raptor 14 degree 3 wood, maybe. Currently, right now that I use in my bag, what I would suggest to all fat is how well do you hit your irons. Um, I I have a 5 wood in my bag that I can hit probably 260, 270. It's a Ping G400 5 wood used that I got at Roger Dunn. I got it for $150. It's a little beat up, but I don't use it often because I can't control my fairway woods. But if you do strike irons well, I would suggest to all fat to just go with an iron. Go with maybe a driving iron. TaylorMade makes a great gapper. They have some gapper 3 iron, gapper 2 iron, and I believe a gapper 4 hybrid. So that is something I would suggest. It's tough to find clubs for $50 and have new technology in them. Anything that's been released in the past 7 to no, seven's a little excessive. Anything the past like 4 years, probably not going to find something at that price point. Scrolling down the comments, let's see what else. See if I can find something that I also agree with. I love that Adams pick. I really do. TaylorMade Jet Speed. I like the Jet Speeds. I have a hybrid that I don't use. It's a TaylorMade burner. Hit that a little like 200, 215. eBay Ping 4 wood, potentially. 3 woods I like off the tee. I don't like them in the fairway. If you're going for more of a fairway club, I would suggest to get a 5 wood. A 5 or a 7 wood. There is the thought that a 3 wood goes farther than those clubs, but I listened to the golf.com fully equipped podcast by Jonathan Wall recently, and they were talking about fairway woods, and a lot of people assume that the 3 wood goes farther, but it usually doesn't. It's usually within 10 yards of the 5 or the 7. So I would recommend that. Trying to see, this guy's got what a great comment. Some of the older Titleist woods, like the 906F, got mine for about $30 and love it. I also got a Ping I-20 for $50 that is pretty forgiving as well. Titleist woods, pretty decent woods for $30, man. That's got to be a great eBay score right there. You can find all kinds of clubs on eBay. It's just really the condition. You don't get to hold them before you buy them. So that is something that I tend to worry about. That's why I like to go to Roger Dunn. I like to hit the club before, even if it's used and it's dinged up a little bit. But yeah, I would go more of an iron. I would try and find a driving iron, and if not, maybe see if you could find a random 3 or 4 iron. I have a Nike Speed 3 iron that I hit great off the tee. Not so good in the fairway, but if that's something that all fat's looking for, I would suggest like a 3 iron. Especially if it's going to be like a driver alternative, you could really get, nice 3 irons. I paid $30 for an individual 3 iron, brand new. It's an older model. It's a Nike Speed, so it's probably 6-7 years old. So that is our question for the GolfWorks forum for today. Next week we'll be back, hopefully with our guests. Next week we can address maybe another question or two on the golf forum. But right now we're going to get in touch and we're going to talk about a club that we use on every single hole, every time we play, unless you hole out. So we are going to discuss putters. I got 2 putters with me. I got a Odyssey White Hot RX 2 ball. This is my old putter. um, 30, 33.5 with a Super Stroke Pistol Grip 2.0. And then I got this putter that I just got recently, and I have been loving it. It is an Odyssey Stroke Lab mallet putter. Oh, I love this bad boy so much. Little weights on the back. Oh, what a great club. Great club. Been rolling it so nice with this, and we'll get into discussions about this putter and what this putter is different. What's different about this putter? Before the Stroke Lab, I had the Odyssey 2 ball, and then I had a TaylorMade Juno that it was a blade. So there is a blade putter, which is your just standard standard rectangle little putter, or there is a mallet. I'm more of a mallet fan. Here is my old two ball putter, Odyssey. This was a great putter as well. I just feel like this putter would be great for beginners. And I believe this price point was $169. And then I got this Odyssey Stroke Lab putter that is, this was around 200, 220, I believe. Picked this up at Roger Dunn as well. And what's different about this Stroke Lab putter is it has a different shaft. So what Odyssey is doing is they're saying that this is the most balanced putter in the game right now. I love this Odyssey grip. And what they've done is they've taken weight out of the shaft and they've put it more in the butt end of the grip. So you're a little more heavy up here and lighter down here. And what they're saying is you're going to have a smoother stroke back and forth. It's going to be a little more balanced. And I'm not a professional golfer, but by using this putter, I've really felt like my strokes are just, I feel like it's just so much more balanced than when I get when I'm using the two ball. The two ball, I feel like I'm a little all over the place. I feel like my stroke is, out in, or just not as balanced. But I mean, this is still a great putter. The putters, there's a market for putters putters are almost like drivers when it comes to price point. I mean, Scotty Cameron is a Titleist sub brand. Scotty Cameron specializes in putters, and those go for a premium. You're talking $475 brand new. You can find some for a little cheaper that are used, but I've used Scotty Cameron blade putter. Didn't really like it. I know all the guys that I play with use Scotty Cameron putters, the Newport 2, and then the X. I think the Scotty Cameron X. One of the guys in my group uses that, but the Scotty Cameron Newport 2 is widely popular. Excuse me. Another putter that I was looking at before I got the Odyssey Stroke Lab was the TaylorMade Spider, or the TaylorMade Spider X. Great putters as well. I thought that was so balanced when I was taking it back and I was stroking it. I just felt like the Odyssey was just a little, with the shaft, the black shaft was a little appealing to me. But yeah, I just thought that the Odyssey was a little bit better and I enjoyed that more. But I had my heart set on the TaylorMade Spider for a very long time. The Spider, before the Spider X, the Spider came in black, silver, and red. And then the Spider X is now navy blue with a white top, or it's just completely navy blue. And then they have a Spider X copper with a white top, or just a Spider X copper. Those are great putters as well. Those are also a premium. I believe they retail for $350. I'm not 100%, so please don't quote me on that. But I do find that those are great putters. I really enjoy them. And a lot of tour pros use them. I mean, most of the TaylorMade staffers are using those. So, I mean, they're great. I think Jason Day I want to say at the PGA Championship or the US Open, was using a TaylorMade Spider X with, it was all black, and then where the white was, it looked kind of like a tuxedo. It looked phenomenal. I was doing some research on, or just surfing GolfWorks yesterday, and I was going through all their photo galleries, and I saw that, and I was like, wow, what a great putter. You can also find some great putters, the TaylorMade ones from Trotty Golf on Instagram. Trotty is he's a guy that's out on tour for Team TaylorMade, and he's always Instagramming some crazy stuff from TaylorMade. So, and if you're into the TaylorMade brand, that's a great follow right there. Another great follow, if you're into Odysseys and everything Callaway, is a man named hashtag Chad on Instagram and Twitter. It's Chad Coleman, who is part of the social team for Callaway Golf. Great follow, man. Awesome. Just always Instagramming crazy wedges, great putters. I love following guys that are out on the tour because you always get some great pictures. Like I said in the first podcast, Jonathan Wall, best follow on all social media. Anything gear related, Jonathan Wall is the follow. So overall, I personally would recommend the Odyssey Stroke Lab. I think Odyssey is saying it's the #1 putter in golf. A lot of my friends like to remind me of that every time I make a putt. They think that #1 putter in golf. That's why it went in. But yeah, fantastic. Get out to your local shop and go test it if you're in the market for a new putter. Odyssey 2-ball is a great starter, but I mean, price point and everything that it offers, Odyssey Stroke Lab putter. They do come in different faces, so this is just, standard mallet, but I do believe that they do have a blade. So if you're a blade putter user, you could go get yourself an Odyssey Stroke Lab blade. Nice little head cover too. All Odyssey head covers are just top of the line. I really enjoy them. Even this one. I mean, this one's been around for I don't know how many years, and I'm loving it. I actually got this putter at Dick's Sporting Goods, and then I bought the TaylorMade Juno, gave this to my father-in-law. He decided to cut it and put a pistol grip Super Stroke on it. Not mad at him. He went and got a new Scotty Cameron, gave this back to me, so now it's just sitting in my garage, but there you go, right there. #1 putter in golf, Odyssey. Yeah, so once again, I'd recommend the Stroke Lab. Next week, we will be back again. Now that my crazy life is finally slowing down, time away from the baby and the wife, getting back into the swing of things. Shooting for the guest with the driver conversation next week, I know is a massive topic, and we'll answer more questions from the golf forums. And until next time, hit them straight. See ya.